So hello everyone, welcome to this another video of this channel. I'm Abhishek Verma and today you are going to see how to download and install DBeaver in your Windows machine. So in the previous video, if you remember, we learned how to download and install the MySQL community server. And in that particular video, I told you that from now on in my videos, I will be making usage of DBeaver instead of MySQL Workbench. The reason is not that it has given me any kind of something like payment for doing the advertisement. Believe me, it is again going to be free of cost like MySQL Workbench only. But why I like DBeaver more than the MySQL Workbench is because of its UI. So what we will do is we will just go here and we just need to search for the DBeaver. Then we can just simply go to this one. You can either say download or you can go to its main website, and from there we can try to go to the download section. So here you see this is the DBeaver community, and here also the best part you can see here why I was saying that we will be going for the DBeaver, because if you say I will be installing the MySQL Workbench, then you can only connect with the MySQL community server, but not with the PostgreSQL or anything else, because for PostgreSQL you will be using the pgAdmin, for something else you will be using some other GUI. But DBeaver is going to support multiple relational databases. If you want to connect with the non-relational databases, then for sure we need to go for the commercial version of it, or believe me, we are not going to go for it, because then in that case we will be getting some other GUI. But for this particular one, it is going to support me multiple relational databases. So tomorrow, let's say that I need to connect with the PostgreSQL, then also it is going to be helpful for me as compared to the MySQL Workbench. Another thing is that earlier even I used to work with the MySQL Workbench only, but the point is that when I in the company there, I found that we were making usage of the DBeaver and I loved its UI. So that is again one of the reasons. So let's go here and see what it says. So what should we install? So believe me, the easiest one every time I find is the installer. So we'll go here and we will say Windows installer. So as we can see, the DBeaver has been downloaded completely and it was only 116 MB guys. So let's go to our downloads folder here, and here you can see we are having the setup. So let's double click on it, and just believe me, before this you need to have the MySQL community server in your machine. Then only you will be able to connect with the localhost MySQL, because this is only the GUI. In case you say that I don't want to connect with the local server, I wish to connect with any other remote server, then you can directly go for this DBeaver also. That's the reason I'm making a separate video. So let's click on OK. Let's click on next, and this is the documentation, the agreement. I don't believe anyone is going to read it, and here I will say that okay, make it for everyone. That is, I hope, or it says administrator credentials will be required, so I'm fine with it. I'm the admin here, so I will say yes. I hope that screen wasn't visible to you, but it's fine. You just need to click on OK, and again it says this, again say this, and yeah, here it says. So this time it says which all components you want to install. I don't want to say any reset settings or something like this, cleanup versions, and here it says install Java. So it will be available. So I guess it needs some specific version of Java. That's why it is asking for something like this. Otherwise, I'm having Java 21 in my machine, but I'm still fine with it, and I will say next. So you just need to select the first two options, or I don't think so we need Java here. If I'm having Java 21, I don't need it. So let's try it before this and see what happens, because now it says only 101 MB. Earlier it was 148 MB. So let's go only with the DBeaver community. Let's say next, and here it says that it will keep it in the C drive program files. So again you need to have the admin access. So let's say next, and here it says okay, all these things will come up along with this. Select the start menu. You can also enter okay, no worries. Do not create shortcuts. So I don't generally like these shortcuts in this scenario, so I don't want to create any shortcut. So I will just select this one, and I will say next. In case you like the shortcuts, then also it's fine. Then you can choose that particular option. Now it will show you what it is doing, and I don't think so it will take more time. In the meantime, if you wish, you can subscribe to the channel, and believe me, it has completed. So again, don't create a desktop shortcut. I don't like this. I love to have a clean desktop. Okay, so let's click on finish. You can tell me how many things are there on your desktop. I can try to show my desktop, and if I just go here, so you can see my desktop is very clean. So now since the installation is completed, let's try to see how we can start the DBeaver here. So for this, we will go here and we need to go to the C drive. We need to go to this program files here. So here we will go and here let's search for, yeah, this is the DBeaver guys. And here you can see we are getting something like this, dbeaver.exe. So let's click on this. And if you wish, later on you can create a shortcut also so that you don't need to come here again and again. So what I will be doing is that, okay, here it says, do you want to create a sample database? It can be used for this. Okay, I wish to create a, no, I don't want to create a sample database as of now, or I don't want anything like this. Okay, data share, no, I don't want to share any data. Okay, otherwise it will make it slower. I mean, I don't like so many pop-ups whenever you just open your some browser, okay, or some kind of application. It should allow you to decide what you want to do. Okay, so this is a clean kind of UI for this DBeaver. Now here you see one of the best part why I love this, because here I can change it to the dark mode, and believe me, by default it is coming in the dark theme only, and that is something I like. Another thing is, if you see, it is looking similar to the Eclipse or the STS. So if you are a person like me who is used to Eclipse or STS, then believe me, you are going to find it very interesting. But currently you see here that in the database navigator as well as in the projects, so in the projects also it's showing me this general and the connections, but currently this connections is empty. So there is nothing because we haven't connected it with anything. Now, in case if you are having a MySQL community server or something like a PostgreSQL in your machine, you can connect with it. In case if it is not in your machine, it is somewhere remote, then also you can connect with it. The only thing which you guys need to do here is you just need to go to this database and you need to click on this new database connection. So let's go here, and now you can choose which database you need here. So all these databases are available. And let me show you this MySQL first, because I'm having only this MySQL community server in my machine. So I'll select this, I'll click on next, and here it shows says me that okay, these are the things. So host, so by default it is going to the localhost 3306. In case for you it is some other different port, then you can change it from here also, and automatically that value will get changed here. So let me just quickly show you. So I can say it as 3307, and see this value has changed. But when I install the MySQL community server, that time also I chose as 3306, and its localhost, I won't select any database. Password is root. So this is the password of your MySQL. So that is root. I will click on this save password, and here before directly creating or clicking on finish, I will just say test connection. So while testing connection, if it needs to download the driver, it will do on its own. So, and here, yeah, we are saying we are fine with it. So we are allowing it to download. It doesn't need to download again and again. This is going to be a one-time process. So whenever you are going to connect with any new kind of database, let's say MySQL, PostgreSQL, MariaDB or something, then only the driver will be installed. So now it is able to connect with it. Okay, we are fine, and let's click on finish. And here there are some other options also I want to select, but okay, I am fine with it. Driver properties, okay, nothing here, nothing here, nothing, and yeah. So let's click on this, and here let's say finish. So now in the database navigator, you see we can see this localhost, and this is localhost 3306. This is the icon of your MySQL. Here if you click here, it is going to show you all the databases. By default only SYS is available here. So this is in your database navigator. Let's try to go to this projects. Here also you can see we can see the localhost is available here. So let's go here and let me show you the databases. So this is your database. So simply double click on it, and here you can see this is the property for this particular database. This is the ER diagram for it, and here you can see like this is something interesting. Okay, so here you can see all the tables which are available within this database in something like a UI format. We call it as the ER diagram. Currently they don't have any connections among them, otherwise you will see with the help of lines and other things also. So later on when you will watch my tutorials, at that time it is going to be even much more helpful to you. Now this is when you are clicking on the complete database itself, which is SYS table. Yeah, but within this also you can see other things like tables and something, and here you can see by default there is only one table SYS config. So let's double click on it. Now you will see only one table. So earlier it was the ER diagram for the complete database SYS. Now it is only for the SYS config, where we can see something like this. If I show you the data, then it will show me that, okay, what is the data within this, and here you can see it in this format. The complete table is available to me. If you want to see, you can see it in the text format also. The benefit is now it is going to be easier for you to copy paste. Then another thing is you can select any one of the records, something like this. You can say this record, and then there are many more features also. You can click on properties. You can see which all columns are there, what is the data type, whether they are null or not, auto increment. All other options can be visible here, foreign keys and something. Many times there are only views, so you see that all other things were only the views, so these views are also available here. So here you can see views. Views is that you won't be able to edit it. Tables you can edit, but views you can't edit. Yeah. Then these are the indexes available. Some procedures are also available in this. Some triggers are also available. Events are also available. If you are not aware of any of these things, it doesn't matter, guys. Even I'm not aware of all these extra things. Okay. My basic aim is that I should be able to work with a particular database, and that's enough for me. So this is only to showcase you when you want to connect with something like this. Yeah. Now currently it is showing you this as a local host only, but if you wish, you can click on this, right click, and you can see edit connection, something like this. Believe me, it is going to show you everything same as like your Eclipse only. So here you can see this is very simple here. So server, host, and all other information. If you wish, anytime you can edit them also from here. So you can say general, and here you can see the connection name. So overall connection name, it is showing you as localhost. So I will say it as MySQL localhost. So now it is going to be even much more clear to me that which MySQL. So this is local MySQL. So let me write it like this, MySQL local. So now I will be clear that it is going to be my local MySQL, and I will click on yes, and I will say yes. So now it says this is your MySQL local. In future, whenever I will add something new, I will give it a different name. So this way you can change the name also. Now some of you may say that, okay, we don't like the dark theme. What can we do? So in that case, you can navigate it a bit. You can go to this window and you can go to this preferences. Then somewhere here in the generals or something like this, you can just check it, the user interface and all other things. So you can choose what all things you wish. So in the appearance, yeah, here you can see this is the dark theme, the default one. If you wish, you can go for anything else also, but believe me, I find it helpful for me. If you wish, you can enable the line numbers and everything. So this is the point. You can tell me in the comments which theme you like to have, the dark theme or the light theme. My personal favorite is the dark theme here. And with this, we have learned how to download and install DBeaver, how to connect it with the MySQL community server also. Same steps you need to do for any other database also. So I hope you found it interesting. You are going to like it, you are going to subscribe it, and see you in the next video. Bye everyone.